So recently we had the FKF Presidential Debate, and it was really good. It was a really good platform for the candidates to share how they will improve Kenyan football if they got the position. It was well executed and broadcasted by our local channels, so kudos to that. In my opinion, it was one of the best debates I have ever actually seen. It was a bit heated, but it was actually really good. It attracted, well, we had 6 people who actually came through.
On my left, we have got Hussein Mohammed. Welcome, Mr. Mohammed. We've got Tom Alila. Welcome, Tom Alila. Mr. Alila. We also have got Barry Otieno. Welcome. We've got Sammy, Owino, Kempes. We also have got Ocholla, and we have got Mr. Cleophas Shimanyula.
And the interesting bit is that Doris Petra did not show up, and along with her running mate, Mr. Nick Mwendwa, who is no stranger when it comes to Kenyan football. And that is the focus for today's video. We're also going to be sharing what the CS had to say about his vie for the vice president position. And we're going to be looking at the article from Pulse Sports, so stay tuned. So welcome back to FBila Football, Kenya's biggest football channel, and this week has been an exciting one because we had the FKF Presidential Debate on Monday the 4th of November, and soon after they actually shared an article. Pulse Sports shared an article highlighting Nick Mwendwa. The title was Sports CS Murkomen, why Nick Mwendwa is ineligible to contest FKF Vice Presidency. So the subtitle was Sports CS Kipchumba Murkomen has stated that Nick Mwendwa's move to deputize Doris Petra in the upcoming FKF elections would be flaunting term limits. I was actually wondering how this is actually possible, and that's why the thumbnail is tactics on and off the field, because this is actually a really smart one from Nick Mwendwa, and the CS has questioned the eligibility of Mwendwa to run as the deputy in the upcoming FKF presidential elections poised for December 7th. So the December 7th election has drawn attention, particularly due to Mwendwa's controversial stance. Having completed 2 terms as FKF president, the maximum allowed under the FKF constitution, Mwendwa has repeatedly stated that he intends to seek a 3rd term. So a lot of people actually question the ex-FKF CEO Barry Otieno and even how he jumped into the presidential race, but Mwendwa is the one that has killed it completely. After initial resistance, Mwendwa adjusted his approach, positioning Petra as the presidential candidate while he joined the ticket as her running mate. This move appears to leverage a potential loophole in the FKF terms limits. And before we continue with the rest of the article, do make sure to subscribe to Kenya's biggest football channel. So now we get to what people actually said. We had a very good chat with Nick, and he agreed it wasn't possible for him to run again. Murkomen said during an appearance before the National Assembly Committee on Tuesday. He elaborated on the constitutional basis for his position, stating, "Can you, as a committee, present this to the FKF Elections Board? The question is, if you do not qualify as a president, can you then qualify as a vice president? If you have exhausted your term limit as a president, should you be allowed to serve as a vice president?" I think this is one of the key points that has raised questions and concerns as to why Nick Mwendwa is running for vice presidency, because it happens even as a president of a country. In case something does happen to him, the vice president assumes the role. And in the article, it says that this stipulation exists to ensure that in cases of temporary incapacity or vacancy, the vice president can competently assume presidential duties, as the CS pointed out, and that is what people are wondering. I think this is one of the things that is raising concerns. For instance, let's assume that Miss Doris Petra becomes the FKF president, and God forbid that something does happen to her. Her vice president, who will be Nick Mwendwa, will have to assume duties as the FKF president. So we might as well have Nick Mwendwa running at the 3rd term, because we never know how long she may be out. Well, that was just a scenario. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The CS is wondering, how is Nick Mwendwa going to serve 2 terms, and then become the vice president. But it's also pretty smart from Nick in a way. And thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. Do make sure to check out our playlist, Let's Talk Kenyan Football. Do like this video and remember to subscribe to Kenya's biggest football channel. As always, support Kenyan football. We out.